Pokemon trainers, welcome to a milestone, episode 50 of the Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast.
50.
The show where we discuss Pokemon in all its forms before watching along with every single episode of the Pokemon the series. But today, we're watching episode 50, Pokemon
Paparazzi.
So, there was some weirdness with the canon, with the order of episodes around this time. Some of these episodes in the full Japanese series actually are like episode 53, 54, and then it kind of skips a little bit. So we're following the Netflix, current US availability of these of the Indigo League. So episode 50, Pokemon Paparazzi, we're going to get into. Today is Thursday, July 5th, 2018. My name is Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host Adam Tuttle. Adam, how are you, man? How you been?
I'm doing fantastic, as always. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July.
Oh, yes. And
saw some of those cool fireworks.
I hope everyone still has all their fingers and toes.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, hopefully.
This was the first year that Jersey has legal fireworks. Now, they're exceptionally lame fireworks, non-explosive, like fountains and smoke bombs and like little tiny things. So we're excited because it was the first time we could legally buy them. Now, normally we'd have to drive to Pennsylvania and then smuggle them back, and but then we risk getting in trouble. So we go to the local fireworks place, the pop-up fireworks store. We bought a whole bunch of stuff, and we bought these little smoke bombs. We lit it. We had like 10 of them. We would light them, and they would smoke for like 3 to 5 seconds and be done. It was like, man, this is the cheapest thing ever. But at the end, they would have like a little pop, like a little poof. So we lit one, and it had the lamest smoke, just like for a second, and then the thing exploded and shot off the ground and almost hit Melissa right in the face, like on fire. It was like a flaming fireball from a little tiny smoke bomb. It was the funniest thing ever. I was dying. Then we buy like the little tank that has the wheels that you light the back of it, and the firecrackers go bang bang, and it pushes it along. That thing blew up, and the whole thing flew at Melissa's face again. And it was like, it almost killed her. I was like, yo, the cheapy fireworks that we bought are trying to kill you. It was the funniest thing. But no, yeah, I hope everyone had a good 4th. And back at the grind, back to work and all that good stuff. So we got a lot to talk about today. Today's show is going to be brought to you by patreon.com/gottawatchemall. This is our Patreon. This thing is dominated with Pokemon Go players. Now, I'm a huge Pokemon Go nerd, and I'm all about it, but we need some video game players and some TCG players to come on over and mix it up with the Pokemon Go players. I created the TCG channel in the Discord, so for $1 a month, you can get access to the Discord, and I created a TCG channel. Lo and behold, there's like 3 or 4 people in the Go community that collect cards, and they're posting pictures of cards. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted to happen, so we need some. So if you're out there in the Pokeverse and you're a TCG player, check out our Patreon. $1 a month gets access to the Discord, and you can come mix it up with these guys. And it was pretty cool talking about cards. And I was like, yeah, man, I still need Lele's. And dude, Michael in the Discord posts up a picture. He's got a full art, and I'm like, dude, what? Give me it. I'm like, I want it.
I know, right? He was like, yeah, I'll send him your way.
Yeah, I was like, this is fantastic.
I know. I'll post up my my TCGO, username so people can add me.
Yeah, we got to add it along with the Pokemon Go trainer codes. So now you can have like 2 ways to get in touch and play. And then I guess once Let's Go comes out, I don't know if they're going to have their own kind of proprietary friend system, or if it's just going to work off the Nintendo system.
Who knows?
I'll have to check that out. But on today's show, we're going to be talking about some standout cards from the Celestial Storm TCG set. That's going to be coming out on August 3rd. Some pretty cool cards.
Wait.
Dude, these cards look actually really cool. And, we're kind of, before we started recording, we were running down the cards that are on this article on Pokemon.com. And there's some pretty awesome stuff. Like, there's some really cool combinations of cards and some mechanics that we haven't seen, and some kind of rehashings of stuff. And I was pretty impressed with this set so far, just from what I've seen.
Yeah, my favorite so far is Electrode GX.
Yes, and you said that's pretty much just like Electrode EX?
Yes, from way back when.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, that's
yeah, I was going to say.
But,
But the North American International Championships is coming to Columbus, Ohio. It's actually this week, so the week this podcast releases. And
Andrew, if you're listening, good luck.
Oh, Adam's got a buddy there, so if you good luck, and Hopefully, you'll come home with some stuff. This was the first tournament that you're allowed to use Forbidden Light set. So we were talking about that Ultra Necrozma GX and Malamar deck last week, and I bet you you're going to see a lot of that. But there's going to be streams. We'll put the links to the description. If you want to watch Pokken Tournament or the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or TCG, everything will be streamed on the official Pokemon channel. Pokemon Go has been just completely off the rails as always. They've been really just pumping out events. This Saturday coming up is Articuno Day. This Sunday is Community Day. The following week is Go Fest in Chicago. So we'll run down those events. But one of the things I do want to talk about with Pokemon Go is kind of the direction they're going with their technology and their source code of their AR platform. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But I'm really excited about the stuff that Niantic is doing. I think it's cool that they're in the forefront of technology. So Pokemon gets that lift of kind of being in that tech space. It's pretty cool. Pokemon Quest has come to mobile. We'll discuss that briefly. There's some quirks about that game that you should be aware of, especially if you have a Switch and you've been waiting to play it on mobile. And the July Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Sun and Moon distribution, legendary distribution is going to be coming over the next month, depending on what region you're from. There's going to be different dates. We'll go over all that. And then some cool new Ditto Plushes. I always bring up these Ditto Plushes whenever they come out on Pokemon Center, but they just released another batch. So we'll go over those, and I'll put links to everything, of course. But let's talk about this Celestial Storm. So we were running down these cards before the show, and Adam, it was so funny because you're like going one by one, and I'm like jumping ahead, and you're like, no, wait, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I got to read these.
So what from this page, so it's a Pokemon.com kind of preview article. But what stands out to you here? I mean, they're pretty much all pretty cool. I mean, the Alolan Rattata I can maybe do without.
They're all very intricate.
Yes.
The Latias and Latios are two very unique Prism Stars because they both revolve around dragons. So I mean, if you have a dragon, deck, Latias has Dreamy Mist for 1 energy, and it does 30 damage, and you attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of your basic benched dragon Pokemon. So that can set you up.
That's crazy.
That can, if you have 5 energies in the discard, 5 dragons on the bench, boom, you're set up. Insane. And then Latios comes into play, and if he gives his attack it's Dragon Fleet, does 50 times the amount of evolution dragon types in play.
It's a counterbalance to the Latias card, because with Latias, you're going to want to have basic Pokemon on your bench, but with the Latios card, you're going to want to have evolution Pokemon on your bench, so that's a pretty cool balance.
If you get these evolutions out, they knock out your Latias, you drop Latios, and you're like, oh, surprise, for a double colorless energy, I'm doing 250 damage if you have 5 evolved dragon types. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The next thing that I was super excited about was Mr. Mime, because he has Magic Even, so basically
the opponent's attack's damage has to be an odd number. Otherwise, it won't do damage. So if the attack does 220 damage, Mr. Mime will not take any damage. If it does 210 damage, it will, because that's it's odd. So it's...
Oh, okay. So, I mean, it's one of those stall tactic cards where you kind of put your opponent in a position. So if their deck, the entire thing revolves around a certain attack or a certain Pokemon, and that Pokemon only has an attack for 80 for 240 damage, whatever their GX moves, I'm sure there's some crazy combinations in there and then it's got Life Trick GX, so you just heal all damage from it. So if you don't knock it out, you can just heal all the damage from it. So again, just stalling. And Ken, you said you liked Metagross and Steven's Resolve?
Well, this was cool because this was kind of reminiscent of the old trainer cards, and then I didn't even realize it, and then you pointed it out. You're like, wait, Steven is standing behind the Metagross and the Metagross card. So this is pretty much just like an old trainer setup where the cards kind of play hand in hand. So Metagross has a really cool ability called Extend. It says as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your turn does not end when you play Steven's Resolve. So now Steven's Resolve trainer card, supporter card, is search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Your turn ends. So normally, if you were to play that supporter card, your turn would end. So you're either going to have to play that card or attack. You're going to have to decide which you would want to do. But with this combination, you can play Steven's Resolve, get your cards, and if you're running like the Malamar deck, or have Malamar in there, you can grab a Malamar or an Ultra Necrozma, whatever it may be, and then you could still attack with your Metagross. And the Metagross has a 1 energy attack that does 60 the first time and 120 the second time. So I just thought it was cool that they're bringing that mechanic back where these cards have to come out together and you have to play them hand in hand to get the best of the ability. Otherwise, you can still play them on their own, but you're going to get a nice little boost if you can get them both out and execute on the same turn. Oh, and the Metagross does have a 4 energy retreat and only a 1 energy attack. So you should probably pair it with a Float Stone also. So that way, if you need to, get it out, you can just yank it out, and you're not going to have to stack it with energy that you're going to only burn on the retreat.
Exactly. And then next up, we've got Electrode GX.
You like this?
So when it has the ability, it says Extra Energy Bomb. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach up to 5 energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon, except for GX, EX, in any way you like. And then this Pokemon is knocked out. So it's unique because it says energy cards. It doesn't say specific energy. So you can have like counter energy and be able to utilize that, where counter energy comes into play if you have less prize cards remaining. It counts as 2 of any energy, as long as it's not attached to an EX or GX.
Okay.
So you can explode your Electrode, attach that from the discard, and get several other Pokemon set up, and then just start wrecking house. This is such a cool card with so many uses.
That is cool. All right, and what about Jirachi?
Jirachi is so cool as a Prism Star. It has an ability called Wish Upon a Star. It says if you took this Pokemon as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full, before you put it into your hand, you may put it into your bench and take 1 more prize card. So it's almost
like a free prize.
Exactly.
What?
So this, I could see people utilizing the Lucky Clover thing, where if you have all 4 in your hand, you can play them all at the same time and take a prize.
Oh.
And then just have this in there too. So it's like 2 crazy chances to get a prize.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
But those are like cheap prizes. I don't know if I'd ever actually want Jirachi in my deck.
Oh, you're so noble.
I know, and I'm saying that now, but watch Jirachi be like in every single deck moving forward.
That's funny.
Because imagine, honestly, if you pull it as a prize card,
you get a free prize. That's awesome.
I'm willing to take those odds. Pokemon's all about luck. Every attack is like flip a coin, do this. But its attack is Parastream, and it does 10, and it says this Pokemon's now asleep, and then if that Pokemon is still in play after the opponent's next turn, so it has to stay alive for 2 turns and then it dies, but they'll just retreat. So I hate attacks like that.
And then finally, there's 2 more cards that kind of go hand in hand. There's a Stakataka GX card. This is Dex number.
Wait, say that again.
Stakataka. Stakataka GX. This is kind of the Minecraft looking, just like it looks like a rook, like a chess piece, but no, it's an Ultra Beast. It's one of the most recent, I guess you can call it a Pokemon. I'm pretty sure this is Dex entry number 805, and Zorora, who we were talking about a couple episodes ago, that's 807. So they're only up to 807. This is 805. So it's it's just cool that you're playing with the literally the bleeding edge of Pokemon releases as far as what's out there. And they have it paired with the Beast Ball, which is a pretty fantastic mechanic where it says, look at your face down prize cards. You may so you get to see all your prizes. You get to see if you play the Beast Ball. You may reveal an Ultra Beast card you find there, put it into your hand, and put the Beast Ball in its place. And then it says, so long as you don't reveal an Ultra Beast card, put this card in the discard pile. So you could have 6 prizes down, and let's say you have a Stakataka GX as a prize card. You play your trainer Beast Ball, look at your cards, grab a Stakataka out of your prizes, put the Beast Ball in its place. You now have the benefit of playing the Stakataka, or really any Ultra Beast in your deck, and you just still need to collect the Beast Ball as a prize, but you now know all your prizes. Like, that's
Which is huge, because knowledge is power in this game.
That's so crazy. Like, that just...
I mean, realistically, the first search through your deck should be
enough,
when you know what your prices are, but I don't have that great a memory.
Please, yeah. That's that's an elitist strategy.
Yeah, that's pro level. I ain't there.
So, tons of stuff going on with the TCG, and like I mentioned before, the North American International Championships is going on. It's July 6th through 8th, so this will, by the time this comes out, it'll be on. But you could always watch their streams. They backdate them and all that stuff. But like I said, Forbidden Light is now usable, so look, I'm sure everyone's going to be running Necrozma and Ultra Necrozma GX and Malamar, a lot. So we'll see. We'll see in the streams how many decks like that are actually built. All right, let's bounce over to Pokemon Go. Is it not like the best time ever for Pokemon Go? Like, they're crushing it.
It is the best time. They're crushing it. They're on point with everything, 100%.
They're full steam ahead, and like, they had a major issue in Dortmund, Germany this past week at an event where there was connectivity issues and all that stuff. And they handled it so exceptionally well. And I'm not, taking away from the fact that there was a hiccup, at a major event. But the way they composed themselves and handled it and addressed it publicly and fixed everything was exceptionally impressive. And the game is just plowing forward. So we have Articuno Day, which was based on an unlocked thing from the Dortmund, Germany, and a worldwide global challenge. So Articuno Day, 3 hours on Saturday. Articunos are going to be spawning as raid bosses. You get 5 free raid passes from Niantic, so that's like a $5 value. And you can get shiny Articuno. So they're making it like this brand new style, new type of event. The following day is Community Day for Squirtle. So not only can you get shiny Squirtle and Hydro Cannon for Blastoise, but they're bringing Squirtle Squad as an added bonus through field research. Like, this is, dude,
we got
my
it.
head is exploding. Like, when I saw this, I go, let's back up. They actually put up an image of Squirtle standing on the beach with like some regular looking aviator sunglasses in the sand, and we're like, yo, they're trolling us. This isn't real. They're not going to go further with this. And then the post comes out saying, yeah, if you complete field research, you have a chance to get, Squirtle with sunglasses. Now, they haven't specified the pointy glasses or the round glasses yet, but I cannot believe they're doing this. It's just, it goes to show you that they're willing to have fun and they listen to their fans, because so many people wanted this.
How about that Pikachu?
Oh, and then now, yeah, that's right. They just announced another Pikachu with a hat and sunglasses. That's, I guess, to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, who asked for that?
Dude,
I would have taken the party hat Pikachu with the chance to get the shiny over this.
One of the things I do want to talk about is some new tech demos that Niantic has released, and they're really pushing their AR platform forward. Now, the interesting thing is they show some demos, and obviously the AR kit on iOS has been, cranking out for a while now, and the AR Plus has been, awesome feat in technology. It's really, really cool stuff. And now they're developing this technology. They just acquired another AR firm, but it's called Real World Occlusion, AR Occlusion, where your AR item, so let's say Pikachu, who's running around in an AR space, and let's say there's someone standing there. The Pikachu would be able to run around the person and you would lose field of vision as it goes behind the person. It would know where that person is anchored to the ground, and it can go in front of it, behind it, on the side of it, and run circles around it. And this is like a major breakthrough, because if this turns into how we catch wild Pokemon, and it's not just they're standing there pretty much static and you're just rotating a ball and throwing it, where the Pokemon could run around from you and you kind of have to really move, I think that would be amazing. But there's a lot of really cool tech demos that they released, and they're pushing this AR platform forward. And they show some cool multiplayer games, like shared experience AR games. Did you see the demo, Adam?
Yes. Yep. Where they're shooting the lights back and
forth.
forth.
It's the future, man. It's I'm super psyched on AR, and I think that it's really cool that Niantic is kind of pushing the envelope here, and they're letting people license their software, their AR kit per se. So, Niantic is going to be, in the forefront of this technology, and Pokemon gets to go along for the ride. So that's super cool. Pokemon Quest has come to mobile. Adam, have you played any more Quest?
I've not played it mobily. I've played it. Oh, I mean, I guess is the Switch that's considered mobile?
Yeah,
right?
but you haven't played it on a iOS or Android device.
No, I have not.
So either have I. So the day it came out, I pick up my iPhone. I download the game. I have it downloaded, but when I go to start it, it says, you can bring your data. If you have a save code from another device. So I'm like, awesome, because I've already been playing the game on Switch. So now this is the important quirk. When it says that you can import data, you can't import that data from a Switch. You could only import it from another mobile device. So if you've already been playing on Switch and you want to play on mobile, you have to start a completely new game, which kind of stinks because there's purchases in the Switch. If you want the whole experience, you can pay up to $30. It's a free to start game. So if you've made that investment on the Switch, you would have to make that investment again on mobile if you wanted to get that paid content. So after I heard that, I was like, I don't think I'll ever play this on mobile. I'm just going to play it on the Switch because that's where my progress is and, that's where my money is. So, but my son downloaded it and he's also playing on the Switch. He started a new account on mobile. He didn't care. And it runs awesome. It runs flawless. And it's, my son was like, oh, I got to start streaming this. Like it just plays really, really well. We both have it on iOS. I just think that this is a perfect game for mobile. Like I remember when I first played it on Switch, I was like, yes, this needs to come to mobile. This is completely set up. Just 3 little buttons to manage and tap. Heck yes, give it to me on mobile.
I think thinking about it now is like, because it has that auto feature. I mean, you could literally like have it going in the background while like talking to somebody or like doing something else and coming back to it being like, oh, I won, sweet.
Oh, and there's also a promotion, the mini expedition pack. I think they break it out to like 3 $9.99 things that you can get them or something like that. But the mini expedition pack will come with a Pikachu that knows Surf, and I think that once you download the game and start playing, like you have a 72-hour window to buy that pack to get the Pikachu. So they kind of they lean on you a little bit to get you to spend right away, while the game is hot, and then that's how you get the Pikachu with Surf. So that wasn't something that was available on Switch. So that it does give some incentive to pick it up on mobile. But maybe I'll check it out just for the sake of coverage, just to see how it runs and all that stuff. But maybe I'll do it. I know I'll end up playing it. I'll play.
Yeah, I'm downloading it while we're talking about it. I'm downloading it while talking about it. Because how cool would it be to stream that?
Yeah, and it's and the music is really good too. So it's that's always fun to have good music from games in your pocket. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, dude, we were total slackers when it came to 3DS. We were really bad. Yep. We just didn't play, man. I just
my son took it from me.
Dude, mine too, and he beat it like in no time. I was so mad at him. Obviously, he's at summer vacation from school, but like in a week he was done. I was like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe you. Like I just remember being at in the fire trial, like getting Kiawe's kicking my butt, and I'm like, why can't I beat this? It's so bad. He like breezed through it first time on every battle. I was just like, man, get out of here. But the
Get good.
Yeah, exactly. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon distributions, Legendary Distributions is coming out for the month of July. In the U.S., it's going to be at Target, and typically it's not the easiest with Target because the employees typically don't know what's going on. So I recommend if you're going to Target, go to the customer service desk, have them page someone so that way they know that people are involved. And I've just never had good luck trying to get anything from a promotional perspective from Target. I just never had a good experience. But in the U.S., it's going to run from July 13th to 28th. So it's not like a code card that you get from GameStop and it would run pretty much the whole month. This is just the second half of the month, 13th to the 28th at Target. And then in Europe, it's going to be a download via mystery gift on the Nintendo Network. And in Canada, it's Pokemon Trainer Club newsletter. So they're kind of rotating the delivery methods here. And I think with Shiny Zygarde, it was at GameStop. And then the one before that, I don't remember which one it was, but that I couldn't get it because I no longer have access to the email that's associated with my Pokemon Trainer Club account. And I can't change it. You cannot change it. So it's like I haven't had access to that email because it was from a domain that I used to own. I don't own the domain anymore. And now I don't have the email and I can't change it. It was the total bummer. So, but I'll put the link in the description that, so wherever you are in the world, you can figure out when you can get your free Pokemon. And this month it is Thundurus and Tornadus. So Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, get the level 100 version that holds a gold bottle cap. There's a list of moves here. I won't go into too much detail. If you have regular Sun or Moon, it's a level 60 Thundurus or Tornadus. So, but the full schedule is, I think, you can on Pokemon.com somewhere. You can get the full schedule, the whole year release, and they started doing it. I think in February was the first month. I think they took January. There was nothing, but it's going for the rest of the year. So you might as well get the free stuff. And then if you pick up these codes, they usually last a couple months, so it's not like you have to get them and download them. Just in your leisure, go there, just collect this stuff. Get these codes, give them out to other trainers. Have you been to GameStop next door to your job? Do they still have any Zygarde codes?
I'm sure they do. Do you need one?
I do.
I'll get you one. Don't tell anybody.
All right, and lastly, Pokemon Center. Adam, you want to...
Ditto Plush. I mean, speaking of Electrode...
Yes, there is an Electrode. I want the Electrode.
Right? It's so basic. It's so funny. And, it just...
All right,
it's
so
awesome.
5 new Ditto Plushes came out. Alolan Vulpix, Absol, Shaman's Landform, and Whimsicott, and Electrode. So, I think the Electrode might win here. I mean, they're all really cute. The Whimsicott is really cool, too, but... I think the Electrode wins this batch. It really is just so basic.
Hands down.
It's so funny. Oh my god, but look at the last episode, I think we were talking about that last set. Lapras, Dragonite, Magikarp, Sableye. Oh, these are all so good. Buy yourself a plush, you deserve it. All right, before we get into our episode watch along, we are going to we did get an email this week. It reads, "Hi, Ken and Adam. I, David, a.k.a. Griggle788, and Lorraine, a.k.a. K.I. Fury, have been huge fans of both the Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast and the Lured Up podcast. Thank you, guys. Woohoo! We both have been playing Pokemon Go since it first came out in the summer of 2016 and all through the ups and downs along with it." And they go on to say, "Besides playing Pokemon Go, we also love creating fuse bead sprite art, and since Pokemon Go came out, we've been creating fuse beads of Pokemon and have been creating new ones as they're releasing in Pokemon Go. So they've got a bunch of Gen 3 stuff and all this. So now I'm bringing this up because Adam's a huge fan of perlers, and he's completely addicted to making Pokemon pixel art perlers. And
yes, this is true.
So David and Lorraine have a shop, and I'll put the link in the shop because they take commissions. So if you guys want some really cool perler art, check them out. I'll put the link in the description. But guys, thanks for writing in and sharing your art. I think this is really cool. And heck yeah, everyone should take a look at it because... they do some really cool stuff because, I've done perler stuff and real basic stuff where I'm just getting, generic colors. The stuff that they do is almost it almost looks like shading. They get so in-depth with how many colors they use. It's like, wow, I didn't even know that was possible. So, definitely recommend checking them out. They also do, conventions and stuff like that. So, that's pretty cool. But, yeah, David and Lorraine, thanks so much for writing in. All right, and finally, last bits of little miscellaneous news. We were talking about Let's Go and the Pokeball Plus controller. There is a bundle that is available for pre-order now. You do save $10, so $100 will get you the Let's Go game and the Pokeball Plus, $99.99. Pretty much all the retailers have it available for pre-order, so you might as well jump on that. Pokemon Duel, that's still a thing. They're still releasing content for it. Dude, they're constantly putting out content. At least once a month, new stuff is coming out. But they're bringing out a bunch of bonuses. I think Alolan Vulpix is coming out in Duel or something like that. But I haven't played Duel in a long time, man. I really enjoyed it when it first came out. I was hooked for a while, but it didn't hold me. I couldn't, it either it was getting too technical because it's exceptionally technical with managing your pieces, and I was just getting my butt whipped so bad in matches. I was getting so frustrated. So I was like, I can't do it. I can't have all this rage.
Pokemon Go is probably if we release PvP, that game is gonna die.
Right? Yeah. Get out the updates now. let's get into our episode. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to queue up our Netflix, and we'll do a countdown. We could play the show at the same time if you want to watch along with us. You'll hear the audio in the background, even if you're not. So you can check it out and hear the commentary of the show. This was a great episode, episode 50, Pokémon Paparazzi. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We have our Netflix queued up. Episode 50, Pokémon Paparazzi. Original U.S. air date was April 17th, 1999. This was a good episode, man.
It's a knee slapper.
It's a knee slapper. It was a good one. So we're going to start our Netflix on the count of 3, 2, 1, play. But, so I was doing some research and trying to figure out, once we hit episode 52, which is the last episode that's available on Netflix. So it's $3 a month through Amazon for their Pokemon channel. So seasons 2 through 5 are on Amazon. So $3 a month, and if you want those episodes to continue watching along with us, that's how you're going to be able to get them without having to buy like a physical DVD set. And I think they have like a 1 million disc DVD set of like there's 1,000 episodes. I think you can get, I don't know how many in a box set, 500 something.
What's a DVD?
Dude, I know, really.
No.
Well, they refuse to release it on Blu-ray. It's like you can put season on a Blu-ray.
Exactly. But hopefully anybody at home that's listening is not drinking anything at this particular moment, because it just starts out awesome.
So the cuteness of Togepi is real, and they're just sitting around, what they're eating, they're pretty much just eating sushi without fish.
Yeah, the rice cakes.
But look at this. This is like, it's straight out of like a video game minigame. It's like Cookie Mama. It's sushi without the fish.
As our heroes enjoy a delicious
and in the bushes is someone with a camera.
Captain Creeper.
What could he possibly be plotting?
I kind of like when the narrator butts in like that, like when he's actually part of the storytelling and not just literally doing an opening.
Yeah, it's nice because it took the creeper aspect and then went to the Pikachu after. Ash notices, thinks it's going to be a gun.
They make it look like a sniper rifle. Look at it!
No, he just two hands pushes Misty, grabs Brock by the waist, tackles him down.
It's so unnecessary.
And the rice goes in the river.
No, but I like that Brock gets mad and is like really steps up to Ash like, yo, what are you doing?
Oh, it's okay. I'm right here for you.
Dude. So look,
Baby Togepi crying.
Pokemon actually cry tears. That's good trivia.
Someone there was trying to shoot us. Where? There. There's nobody here.
There, in the tall grass.
So there's actually, throughout this whole episode, no real spoiler here, but there's a lot of kind of play on the word shoot in regards to what we're about to see here. So it's like there's a lot of language that has like a double meaning, which I thought was really cool.
Squirtle, use Squirtle Squad. And I like the animation where he was shooting the grass, and the Todd, the photograph guy, he like pops out of the trees, like as if he was right there. Like, I don't know.
Dude, man, it was lead animator's day off.
What kind of haircut is that?
Well, the other thing that's to note here is there was no digital cameras with a screen. Like, he's shooting on film. So this was from the era of not knowing what you shot until you actually printed the pictures out. But this is Todd. So Todd's full name is Todd Snap. So this is, the photography.
Pokemon Snap.
Man. But that haircut is. Did you say masker? I didn't think he said that at all. Did he actually say that? It almost looks like he was wearing a Shuppet mask.
Yeah, but it was Blastoise.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But I'm sure you heard of
of the photographer who took the only known photo of the legendary Pokemon Aerodactyl.
And I love this part because it ties in like an older episode.
Yeah.
How is it possible
And it's like
they never heard of me?
Ash noted, like, I don't know. It gave me such a good feeling when he pulls this
Well,
photo
there's
out.
not a lot of connections with continuity. Like, when Ash kind of calls up Professor Oak in, every couple episodes, and you get to see his old Pokemon. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that episode. But, now he's seeing the photo of Aerodactyl, and he's holding Ash, just like the silhouette.
This is me.
That's me, man. This wasn't that many episodes ago.
Yeah, but it's just nice to
Yeah.
see.
See, I told you. That's me getting
And I like how he zooms in and then it goes from a silhouette
color.
to like a colored picture.
Come on, man.
Really is you.
Bush League. That was a terrible photo then.
The
You know what I mean? Like,
contrast is
zoom in.
way off.
You're in the picture and nobody knows who you are, and I take your
But
picture and I'm worth
the power of cartoons to, they just thought they were going to get murdered by this guy.
I scared you.
And then they, become chummy with him. Come to his house.
pancakes.
That's right.
And he's like, how is it I take a photo and you're no one and I'm someone
Yeah,
and you're
they
in
don't
my
know
photo?
who you are, yet I'm so famous.
And I'm sure you won't mind if I take Pikachu's picture.
But yeah, this is when things start getting a little weird. I'll make you pancakes, but I gotta take your picture while you eat them.
Let's chow down.
I like Ash without his hat.
You have to give me.
I like how his hair
Yes.
was cool.
Delicious.
And instead of twisting the lens, he actually twists the whole camera.
Dude, I love how he messes with his camera.
It's like a Rubik's Cube.
I feel like
In the room, all right?
when I'm doing that, like I'm like twisting the tripod like onto my camera and like it just doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going.
This is gonna be
And he just at one point in this he just like whips it around and just like
So the episode wouldn't be complete without Pikachu shocking everybody. So here's another thing that my son doesn't understand.
We don't get our picture taken too much.
Listen,
There's nothing to be afraid of, Pikachu.
don't be afraid,
Let's
Pikachu.
try again. Okay, smile.
So he said did he say it already? Maybe he said it already. He says the shutter sound from the camera is what spooked Pikachu into shocking. So it's like new cameras, digital camera. There's no physical shutter. You know what I mean? It's like that
yeah, that's like I mean if you're taking a picture with your phone,
has
sometimes
yeah.
it's
That's what
like,
I'm saying. It has the artificial shutter noise.
Pokemon living in their own natural habitats. Those are
Yo, I want this Snorlax picture on my wall for real.
Don't those shots show
Where is it?
Pokemon the way they ought to be? Wow.
Yes.
I've never
How
seen
awesome that is.
oh, look at that. Why is it? Where
I
are those
want that.
cards?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
right?
Missed opportunity.
Yeah,
Let's call somebody at Pokemon.
With
Missed
my
opportunity.
pictures, I can show the whole world how happy and beautiful
Todd, your hair is
Pokemon are in the
two-tone.
wild.
yeah.
I can see your eyebrow through your hair.
real talent for showing Pokemon.
Again, the lead animator, his
It's like
day
his
off.
day off.
To shoot a Pokemon with a
And they were like, well, we were going to have him bald, but it just looked like his head was too weirdly shapen, so we're just going to color his hair in.
Being photographed, but Pikachu's not my only Pokemon, you know. I've got others in these Pokeballs.
And I like how the picture of Chansey is a total different one than what they just showed.
You're right. It's not the same one, Adam. It's a different picture. This is
Again, the lead animator.
This is actually one of my favorite still images, and I'll use it for the thumbnail on YouTube. But this right here, this is the first time you see how impressive their roster has become, because you pretty much get to see everything they've got all out at once. That's so awesome.
No, they're fine.
But Todd's like, oh, I don't actually want to take a picture of any of your
It's
other
just Pikachu,
Pokemon.
please. Thank you. I'm a creeper.
See,
No, we don't see.
Make you pancakes.
What do you mean? I can't tell you why.
I'll put butter on them.
I have to take Pikachu and that's
So the
all
plot
there is to it.
thickens, and from this point out, you could tell that
You won't have much
Ash and
luck.
Todd start to clash a little bit.
You just watch. I'll capture you, Pikachu, like no other photographer could capture
So
you.
again, but
Creeper.
you hear how he uses the language like "I'll capture you," like it's very aggressive. But obviously, he's talking about capturing a photo. But that's how they make the play on this in this episode. More. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say
the
more.
creeper.
He's
Hide in the bushes.
pond.
I need you to capture this Pikachu.
Oh, please.
Oh, it cuts to guess who? Team Rocket.
In costume as elderly folks.
Please.
Well, and this is how the plot, is busted wide open here. So they kind of cosplayed as an old couple. They hire Todd to capture, quote unquote, capture Pikachu. And Todd feels really bad for Team Rocket, thinks that they're, real old people, and they must have had a Pikachu one day, and they want this to, picture of this one, because it reminds them of their original Pikachu, like, all right, I'll do it.
Thank goodness we found you.
Stupid Meowth.
Meowth. No, and it's funny because Meowth's actually like collar and leash.
That we've been here.
No problem.
I know it doesn't show it right now. but
James Creeper
it's
stash
just-
is fantastic, too.
I have to grant the old woman's wish.
You see, so Todd doesn't think he's doing anything wrong here. He's doing this for
All right,
all the right reasons.
This Todd kid. Can he get Pikachu?
It says in the Pokemon Times that
And then Team Rocket's eating one plate and dividing it up by 3 or 2 because Jesse and James are the only people eating.
Meowth has
Jesse,
an order.
you've had too many more bites. You've had too many more bites.
Let me have it.
And James is like, that's the
What
last
are they
piece.
eating? Is
I
it
get
chocolate?
that. No, it's steak. It's steak. It's some sort of meat.
That's because I'm not nice.
Oh, snap! I was fooled the whole time. I had no idea. I thought they were
Right?
just a different person.
Like they really
different
thought
Jesse and James.
they thought the audience didn't know.
You see how they did that little splash screen of Team Rocket? I love when they do that kind of stuff. Oh, that would be good for a thumbnail, too. Look, Pokemon Snap.
I love
Hell
that. It was just like, what?
So good.
Because I thought Todd had already snapped the picture. You know what I mean? Like, he was right there.
So, but what this is proving is, Ash was kind of making the joke, like, if you can keep up, like, Pikachu's so fast. But Ash is pretty fast, too. He's the one jumping into frame.
Last time we made a trap like this, Meowth.
yeah, I really dug it.
I wonder how many holes they've dug in this season.
Yeah, but Meowth made a joke. He said,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last one? I really
Yeah.
dug it.
What are you stopping for? Keep digging.
Roger.
So, pay notice to what they just said. They're digging and they found something, and worth looking at.
Look at yourselves.
This is funny. Oh yeah, there's the
put on
collar.
the
Yeah.
disguises.
Meowth is still wearing the collar.
But,
yeah.
like-
yeah, they swap. They swap.
James had, or Jesse had James's mustache on as the old lady. It was awesome.
Policy, we even dug this trap.
Meowth looking dumb with the collar.
Hey, what's with this freshly filled hole?
All right. Try
That dirt seems soft.
camera. Check.
That right
That's
there.
right there. Whoa!
Okay.
Haircut check.
Gloves, check. Hiding in the bushes, check.
Creepy pictures of Misty check.
Pikachu must really hate cameras. I've never seen it act so nervous before.
Oh, it's too bad Todd won't get the kind of picture he's so great at.
I don't see what's so great about that, Todd.
You see, Ash,
Understand the feelings of
obviously
Pokemon
Ash can't even handle, now that he's kind of, had the little friendly competition and rivalry, he's just like, doesn't want to hear anything good about Todd at all. Oh, yes.
I like how like Ash is talking, falls in the hole, and they just like
Continue on.
continue to walk into it.
I
Like
wonder if this will happen to us.
Team Rocket.
Finally caught them.
They fell for our trap.
Usually we're the ones to fall in.
That's the funny joke there, too. And this is good, too, because
Let's watch it.
you almost think for a second, and, again, spoiler-free here,
you get
but
down there?
clearly you know what's going to happen. But you almost think that they've done it. Like, oh my god, they're in the trap. They got him.
I have a rope.
Are you okay, Pikachu?
and Team Rocket's in the in the background. They're like, all right, let's watch how this guy's
Just
got
bring
it.
Onyx out and climb up it.
Todd.
Right? Why does nobody use their Pokemon the way that they should? I don't want to hurt
Dude,
its
they're level
feelings.
1.
The magazine says he's
I don't care if it's a level 1. Just let me step on your back.
Actually, remember they did that in the one episode when the mansion was burning?
Yeah, the Saint Anne.
Oh, it was St. Anne, that's
the
right.
Saint Anne.
that he's good at capturing them on film. I thought he actually captures them. An amusing mistake.
And there you go. I love that. An amusing mistake.
All right.
Uppercut.
Hold it.
I did it. Okay.
Got
now,
it. He
just a
got
few
the
more.
picture. I could hear Professor Oak giving creepy...
Just a
Yeah.
few more.
So that's what they found when
The bottom of the
Meowth and James were digging. They found that brick.
before it falls through.
So the ground is starting to break out. Todd realizes it, and Ash realizes too late, and they just fall down to a complete sewer well.
Ash, Pikachu, are you okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
Grab onto
See, if he was a videographer, then he could take some cool video right now. He's-
Right?
the camera would be so big
Like,
back
where
then.
is this? Where were
I
they
know,
walking?
that's like the... All of a sudden, that mountain turned into, like, a giant dam.
I know.
There's a ladder there, Ash. Grab the ladder. No, grab this.
Grab my camera.
Like, look at that place. Like, what the... I love cartoons.
Ash, Pikachu, just hang on.
Serious face, Todd.
I'll pull you up now.
But you...
Oh, his poor camera.
You sacrificed your camera to save us?
Don't you worry about my camera, Ash. You just worry about holding
I like how Ash is so concerned about the camera.
Meanwhile, they're still hanging off the cliff.
Like, don't worry about it.
Just come on.
Todd. Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
To protect
See,
the
now,
world from devastation.
Does Todd know of Team Rocket? Like, how big is the legacy of Team Rocket? Like,
To extend our reach to
maybe, I guess maybe they heard of Team Rocket, but not necessarily maybe Jesse and James. But because Team Rocket is a big organization.
Blast off at the speed of
You know, the
light.
Jesse and James are like literally the buffoons of the organization.
right. And we just netted ourselves a Pikachu.
They're the cosplayers of the organization. And Pikachu couldn't just, like,
Us first,
jump up.
little shutterbug. We
Like,
wanted
what?
you to
Attack.
take Pikachu, not take its picture.
But thanks for helping us snap up the real Pikachu.
And just to show our gratitude, why don't you have one of these?
Is that Pokemon Master Holly in that bag?
Right? Right? Look, and he's throwing, like,
Like I need a
explosive grenade. Like, what? Here's
I know
his
they're
bomb.
like stereotypical like bomb looking bombs.
And they're doing some serious damage.
Oh no!
Todd's like, I can't do this.
Ah, squirm all you want. You'll never get out of this rubber band.
It's an
Could we
armor
wipe this
bag.
out, please?
Will do.
So intense. Ash intensifies.
And the final pitch.
Hold it. Okay, everybody, just smile for the camera. You're gonna
This is
love
funny
this
because
shot.
he knows that Team Rocket will never pass on an opportunity to be vain.
Oh, let me just take
Yeah,
a
but
shot.
let's keep in mind, I know the 10-year-old mindset or whatever, but his hand was wrapped
Around the, I
around the
thought the
strap.
same thing when I watched it.
So what is he holding on to?
End of the tripod.
Okay, Todd. Let's give Team Rocket our best shot. Bulbasaur, go! Bulbasaur,
They're far away. They were like on a cliff.
Yep.
Yes.
Pikachu! Bulbasaur, give him your vine whip!
Get the heck out of there.
If this was current times, Todd could just take his phone out of his pocket, get some pictures. But instead, he had to use his tripod and camera as to save someone's life. Oh, cartoons.
Team Rocket drifted down the stream. And now we scream.
So it's not even a good poem. Jesse's like it's so stupid.
Nice work, Ash.
I thought when she was falling, it was going to be like, but first, let me take a selfie.
Hey, Ash, Todd,
Look, the water stopped. Oh, there's a ledge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did they say they brought a camera?
Well, they've got spares.
Well, I don't get it. How come you guys are acting like friends?
We are friends, Misty, because we have something in common. We both like Pokemon.
Aw, the power of Pokemon to bring rivals together.
Weird. I mean, I raid with people that I don't necessarily know or would, I guess, talk to in like normal day-to-day. But because I know them through Pokemon, I talk to them.
Get my good side.
Okay, get ready.
New friends forever.
Huh? Step in a rice ball.
Forever. Where'd that rice ball come from?
One picture is worth 1,000 words.
Aw.
Your friend is priceless.
Pokemon. Yes. So, another just random funny episode. I liked it. You know, nothing too impressive in terms of animation or anything cool like that. But the writing was pretty funny, and I liked the puns, and I liked I liked how it just had that humor, especially in the beginning when they first met Todd, and Ash just like clotheslines Pikachu and like pushes everybody over. I was cracking up.
Yeah, it just starts funny, and it's like creeper status. It's so funny. Like this episode it was a lot of laughs.
Two more episodes into the first season.
Yeah, it was like this doesn't go.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like
we're still on that train. Like, come on,
dude. There's 1,080 episodes now, or something like that. 1,040. Oh, guys.
All right, we should just quit while we're ahead.
We still got to do movies too. Well, oh yeah. Speaking of the movies, so I was thinking that at some point, I don't know when, but at some point to celebrate the conclusion of Indigo League, that we should do a movie special and watch the first movie, watch along style. I think that would be awesome.
I'm down.
But I just no crying. I can't guarantee I wouldn't cry because it's one of the saddest moments in.
But I mean, they can't see you, so it's not. They can only hear you. So if you're like,
I've got allergies.
They won't know if you're actually crying or your allergies are kicking in. Because like right now, my allergies are.
We should do video. We should do video shit. Video watch along. Yes.
All right.
Awesome. So fun episode. Didn't go anywhere, but I always said if they're gonna have an episode that doesn't follow the main core mission or follow that storyline, it's got to at least be fun. And this one was fun, so I'm okay with it.
Well, think about it. That episode brought about Pokemon Snap.
So yeah, this is the core of Pokemon Snap. This is where you play as Todd Snap. So it was cool that they carried that over. Professor Oak was the one that hires Todd, to do this photo expedition, and it's cool that they carried that over. So,
and just like in, Pokemon Go, they're bringing over the Squirtle Squad.
Well, there's the crossover is the greatest thing, dude. You get a Alolan.
Wait, hold on.
Duel.
We need to say this. No, listen, we got to do this
What?
right now. I'm saying it. Okay, we're gonna have a exclusive Jigglypuff with the marker / microphone. I'm saying
that's
it now,
way
so that no other podcast can take it.
That's a way
that's
deeper
you,
cut.
Pokemon Go
That's
Radio.
a way deeper cut than Squirtle Squad. Squirtle Squad is way more known than the Jigglypuff reference.
Are you kidding me? Jigglypuff is.
All right, you got a booster?
I don't have a physical. I have a digital. So don't hate me for
I have
it.
a physical. I'll go first while you get set up. All right, let's see. I got a Forbidden Light booster. We wrap up every show with a booster, by the way. All right, this is what I got. Trainer, Fossil Excavation Map, Zygarde, Doublade, Litleo, Fennekin, Clauncher, Binacle. This is cool art. It's practical art on that. Rockruff. My reverse is a Goomy, and my rare is a standard Lycanroc. So nothing too shiny.
Ooh,
yeah, it's a good
cool.
card.
Oh, by the way, I did get another one of those pre-release boxes, and I did get the Lycanroc.
Oh,
so
nice.
I have that. So I don't need to trade it anymore. All right, but I'm going to open a digital Forbidden Light. All I've got is that the hand going, whoa, 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 whoa. Open it up.
I've turned the game on and had it running in the background, right? And then I'm surfing the internet or something. I got 3,000 windows open, and I'm like, what is that sound in my ear? I just hear whoom, 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 whoom. It's like, oh,
it's the little box in the corner.
The game.
All right, so I've got a Fighting Energy, Fennekin, Litleo, Frou-Frou, Flabebe, Esper, Trainer Crasher Wake, Doublade, Hoopa. My reverse holo is a Mesprit, and my rare is a Meowstic.
Anticlimactic. But all right.
Just as I imagined.
That is going to wrap up today's show. Thanks, everyone, for checking us out. Everything that we do makes its way up onto gottawatchemall.com, so check that out. Email us, info@gottawatchemall.com. Connect with us on social media, and be sure to leave us a review in iTunes. It would help us greatly. I'm Proud Gamer Tweet on Twitter. Adam, where can they find you?
You can find me at Phoenix Back.
You can find me in the club. But yeah, that's it. We are Gotta Watch Them All. Thanks so much. We'll see everyone next week for the final 2 episodes of the Indigo League. Ah, that's awesome. Woo! Thank you so much, everyone. 50 episodes. Thank you.